dish. It will make it real. Don't just wish. Make a dish.
Hey everyone, this is Ellis Dish from Dish Motors. We're back better than ever with our new sales and service center on Route 32 in North Franklin. Everyone says there's nothing better than dealing with the dishes, and here's why. Selection. We have the area's largest inventory of off-lease, one-owner vehicles of all makes and models. You name it, we got it, or I'll get it for you at no additional charge. Quality. Each vehicle goes through a rigorous 120-point safety and quality check. Nothing leaves the lot without my personal approval. Convenience. We have financing sources for almost any situation. We offer on-site registration processing, and we have maintenance programs for years of stress-free ownership. And now open for all your maintenance needs. Our full-service repair facility, where oil changes start at just $19.99. Call today for your appointment or just stop by. So save thousands and deal with the dishes. Route 32, North Franklin. Or check us out online at dishfranklin.com. Or ring us, 860-383-4750.
Don't just wish. Make a dish.
Did you know that Allstate Insurance, the Trahan agency, has 2 offices now, Plainfield and East Lyme? And that's good news for you, since Kevin Trahan has been in the insurance business for well over a quarter of a century. Plus, he's easy to find. Just search in any browser, Kevin Trahan, Allstate Insurance. And when you get to his Facebook page, you'll find tons of helpful information on questions you may not even have thought to ask. Allstate Insurance, Trahan Agency, Plainfield and East Lyme, proud sponsor of Griswold Youth Football.
Family owned and operated. That's something you don't hear too often anymore. Highway Campers of Plainfield is now 3 generations in and going strong. If you're looking to upgrade or get your first RV, contact the family that knows RVs, Highway Campers. They'll walk you through the process of finding the right RV for you and can even finance it for you. Visit www.highwaycampers.com and find your home on wheels. After all, home is where you park it. Highway Campers is a proud supporter of Griswold Youth Football.
Gambling, tobacco, and alcohol are all legal for adults. For those under 21, providing these things can land you in jail. It's 21 for a reason.
Be someone your child can depend on and trust. Model behavior that expresses you care about them and their choices. Encourage them to wait until 21 to try alcohol. It is 21 for a reason. Visit CIRACCT.org for more information.
Brought to you by CIRAC and funded in partnership with SAMHSA. It's 21 for a reason. Find out more at CIRACCT.org.
Your community radio. We love the 80s.
Mike Minarski and Paul Lash in the morning. And 80s all day and night.
SNSN.
Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Friday.
Yes, it is.
Hi. And Paul, how's the weather?
I do. It's right now downtown Jewett City. Guess what? 18 degrees.
And $5 a gas.
Oh,
it's
my
a scorcher.
God.
Scorcher.
We better hope it warms up.
Let's go get a bagel. It's a scorcher.
Well, a scorcher, all right.
Cream cheese.
Well, it's going to be sunny today, which is a plus.
I need a pack of Luckies.
Oh, man.
Let it go, Mike.
Listen to my voice. Bingo.
It sounds like you need a little oil in it.
I'm an 87-year-old woman.
You look like one.
Bingo.
Would you like me to continue?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
All right. So it's going to be sunny today. Highs will be somewhere around 35 degrees. However, we're in March, so we got this 10 to 15 miles per hour wind going on. But tonight, a few passing clouds. Lows will be somewhere around 18 degrees. And for your Saturday, it's going to be kind of cloudy, unfortunately, but it's going to be some periods of rain coming in. Wait a minute. Yeah, is that Sunday? That's Sunday. Sorry, I jumped ahead. Sunday's rain.
I have no idea what the weather's going to be.
I have no idea.
Oh, it's going to be cloudy tomorrow. It's going to be 44 degrees.
Okay.
So temperatures is coming up.
All right.
Well, what happens when the temperature gets up to 50, 60?
Gas will be $6 again.
No, what's it do? What's the weather do?
What are you talking about?
It rains.
It rains every time the
oh.
temperature. So guess what? Sunday is going to go up to 60 degrees, and guess what?
The rain.
Wind and rain. Wind and rain.
Okay.
I'm lost.
I am too. He says if the weather, when the temperature goes up, right?
Yeah.
Then it rains, right? Then we just said, well, the temperature gets up. Well, wind. Wind.
I hear him saying
I
words,
wanted to
but I
make-
don't know if they're
I did
counts
that
as
purposely.
sentences.
I did that purposely because I wanted to find out if you were paying attention.
Somebody take his pulse. He is 78.
He's got that 78 mumbling thing going on.
I know.
Well,
Damn them Bears.
It's going to be periods of rain. It's going to be high around 60 degrees.
And wind.
Yeah, rain.
Bingo.
Monday, the temperature is going to be up to 54. What's it going to do?
Rain.
You got it. It's going to rain. And that's your weather from SNSN.
I give up.
Nobody has to wash their cars.
No,
this
no,
is
no.
Wacky Friday. 0304 2022.
Yeah, whatever, Paul. It was a complete freaking disaster.
Well, you guys started me off wrong. You started talking about Lucky Strikes and
No, I was just being funny because, like, if you have you ever heard like an older lady
That smokes 3 packs a day.
for 60 years?
Yeah.
She talks like this.
oh my God, you're picking on an old woman.
I'm not. This is how she sounds.
He's stereotyping. He's not picking on an old
right.
woman.
Yeah. Keep it up. You're going to have a whole busload of seniors down here kicking your ass.
I need a box of Luckies. Come on. Maybe some Campbells.
Camels. Holy crap. Those were cigarettes.
This
man.
is Jewett City.
Lucky's
20-year-olds
right.
sound like that.
Oh boy,
Man, if you smoked Camels, wow, that was a cigarette.
Mhm.
You were a man.
that was a good morning kiss right there.
Big
That was a
time.
Cowboy Killers.
Oh, wow.
Rip
So-
that filter off of that thing.
So what's gas price right now?
$27 a
No, last time I thought it was like 379. However, down on all yesterday, I saw it for 401.
Okay. Anybody this morning out there in Chatland? Have you seen any gas prices this morning?
I noticed at the
Oh, yeah.
gas station up the road here
Uh-huh.
that they've actually got a bathtub full of ice in the back room and a sharp spoon so you can donate a kidney to cover your gas bill.
Thought it was going to get worse.
Uh-huh.
Well, you know, we were forced to stay home because of COVID. Now we're going to be forced to stay home because we ain't got no gas.
Well, I've
Just
said
can't
it for
afford
years.
it.
I've said it for years. When Democrats are in charge, gas prices go up. When Republicans are in charge, gas prices go down.
I don't know. I've seen it both ways.
Check the statistics.
Well, you know, everybody's coming off of COVID now. Everybody's anxious because the warmer months are coming. Everybody's anxious to go travel. They want to go do all these things.
They want to go to the beach.
Yeah.
Well,
I mean, it's going to cost you $50 just to go to the beach.
And that's Hopeville Pond.
and unfortunately, you can't get a pool put in. You know, there's no, you got to find somebody to put a pool in. And unfortunately, you know, you got to be careful with that one too.
See, now Madeline, I don't know if she's being sarcastic or this is really what she thinks. She says, I'll say that gas will hit $9 to $11 a gallon by fall.
Wow, that's a lot.
You know what? Screw it. I'm filling up my bathtub full of ice. Anybody that needs to donate
Wow.
a kidney to pay for
I'm
their
not
gas,
sure. I'm
come
not
see me.
sure if it'll make $9 to $11 a gallon here, but I would be surprised in California. It might make $9 or $10.
Are you serious? Are you really thinking it's
Right
gonna
now in
get
California, it's over $5.
And don't forget, we've got the Memorial Day bump that happens every year.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not. You know, I don't think it'll be reach that high here because we're still below some of the other states.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Some.
the legislature can reduce some of those by dropping some of this tax. You know, federal government can drop some
Yeah.
tax. They can ease us up with 10 or 15 cents. I mean, that's 10 or 15 cents on a gallon. That's pretty good.
But they're not going to do it.
But they're not going to do it. Just like Joe refuses to do any oil things around here. So what are you going to do?
Cindy says, I'm going to need a second job just to afford the gas to get to my real job.
Well, I think it's time for a lot of companies now to go back to allowing folks to work from home.
Yeah, because no one's going to be able to afford to get to work.
Instead of COVID keeping you out, it's
Oh
like
my
I can't get the.
I honestly think that companies now are going to start to think to go
You know,
back.
Paul, for a raise, you know what? You're not going to get any more money. You just don't have to drive here.
Well, you know, that could be a good raise.
It could be $100 a month. You
and
know,
that's when you work at Walmart.
And unfortunately, even retailers where you need to go into work. How a lot of people are probably going to go back and start getting home deliveries on stuff again.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Madeline says that she really believes. She goes, I say the East Coast will be the new California.
Yep. Well, don't forget, the price of gas goes up, everything else goes
Oh,
up
absolutely,
too.
absolutely.
Because transportation costs
Well-
for all the things that you want to buy, guess what?
I you can almost know within the next month, a month and a half, that your garbage pickup
Mhm.
is definitely going to go up now another $1 or $2.
Yeah.
Every time, and then they have
if
some
not
kind-
more.
Yeah,
if not more
they
than
have
that.
a clause now. Every time that they raise the money, you get a new bill. Oh, this is to cover fuel costs, and they keep raising
Mhm.
it and raising it and raising it. You know,
So to stay home at work, Cindy says that would require a boss who doesn't believe if they can't see you, you can't be doing your job.
that's a crock.
Yeah.
We all know that.
Well, I mean, if you walk around some of the big box people, there's people standing around not doing their job, and their boss sees them.
Yeah, I think that a lot of people work much harder when they're from home, and they work more hours.
Mm-hmm.
It's just natural that unless you're a slugger, you don't do anything. But majority of people will end up working more hours than they do when they're actually at work.
You know who's going to suffer? The guys that have to be at the store.
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
No,
the people
you're
that
right.
stock the shelves.
Yeah,
They can't
but-
stock from home.
No, but you got to get people to go there to take them off the shelves.
Right. But it's more middle to upper management that are going to be able to work from home. You know, and the people that have to do the labor part of it, they're still going to have to go to work. And
No, you're
those are
right.
typically the ones that don't make as much
Mhm.
money.
No, you're right. That's pretty much.
So they're going to feel the impact more.
Yeah, well, that's what happened during the pandemic. You know,
Mhm.
they had to go in. But again, I think a lot of people end up, maybe it gets worse, to be getting groceries delivered again.
That's
Yeah.
how we created the resignation generation.
Yeah. So it's going to be interesting, especially now that the summer's here or coming, you know.
Mhm.
So a lot of people are going to be stuck staying at home again. Be a lot more home activities going on.
I volunteer to stay home.
There are a lot of people that think that this is it.
End of the world.
It's the
Yeah.
end of the world.
You know,
There's a lot of doomsday people out there right now.
I did see some people saying that they think this is the end of the world. Yeah. Yeah.
It's the end of the world.
That's
as
what we
know
need.
it.
We need one of those old guys just dressed up like a bum, standing in the middle of Jewett City, holding up a poster saying the end of the world is nigh. That's what we need.
Yeah.
Creative marketing.
Madeline again says people will be heating their homes going to be a real struggle. It
Mhm.
will require another mortgage.
Yeah, well, the good thing about it right now, we're coming out of the winter months. So, but you know, the other things that we laugh about heating our homes, but think about the people like in Florida. They got the air conditioning. They use a
Mhm.
lot of air conditioning down there. Well, guess what? Air conditioning, they have power plants. Power plants require oil or something.
Mm-hmm.
So they're going to end up paying a lot more for not heating their homes, but cooling their homes during the hot months. So it's both doesn't make a difference what coast you're on.
Yeah.
Still going to cost you, you know.
I think with the gas prices going up, it's definitely going to change the way that we view our daily lives.
Yeah.
You know,
Well, you know, it's
for instance, if you're struggling to fill up your gas tank or your oil tank, it means that you're not going to go out to eat 3 times a week. It
No, you're
means
not.
that you're not going to get that new tattoo that you've wanted.
no.
You know, it's going to change your quality of
You're a
life.
son of a bitch. You know why? Because last night I went out to eat and I literally called my tattoo artist and said, I want to get a Wolverine right here. I'm not kidding you.
I said it's going to change.
But the two things,
So you went out to eat and you're getting a tattoo.
I swear to God above,
Mike, it's over
you
for you,
picked
buddy. It's over for you.
you have just cinched it right
You
there.
are doomed.
You know, you might as well just put a you might as well just
How did you do that?
I'm psychic.
God.
put a tattoo on your eye. Bend over and kiss my ass. Or kiss your ass, because that's the way people are thinking right now.
Maybe the tattoo should say "Will work for food."
You might be standing over there next to the exit with that other woman that's over there all the time.
That lives up the road from me.
Is that where she lives?
Yeah. Yeah.
She's over there constantly.
I wanted to stop.
She's got
by
new
some-
shoes all the time, too. She's great shoes.
I wanted to stop by sometime and just go. You know, you live up the road from me. Come on.
She must be making some pretty good bucks.
Well, it's all tax free too.
Oh yeah, she's
You
there
know,
every day.
$15 an hour tax free sure beats $15 an hour taxed.
Yeah. I say we all move in with Madeline Garner at her house. We all just combine oil costs and stay at her house.
There you go. That's the other thing that's going to happen.
Maddie, we're
More
moving in.
People are going to move in together.
Good morning, Laura. She says when you hear the biggest nuclear power plant in Europe was on fire, it kind of makes you worried about things.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yep.
Well, just for argument's sake, you take out a nuclear power plant, not only do you have to worry about the radiation and all the stuff associated with that, but what fills the gap for the power?
Well,
Now you have to get more petroleum-based products to fuel your power.
Yeah.
But the thing was on shutdown. It wasn't operating.
I understand that,
Yeah.
but when it's supposed to come back up,
Yeah.
which it now can't,
Yeah.
they're going to be without power. So what they're going to have to do is they're going to have to get generators, and they're going to have to use.
Oh, yeah.
If it was operational, it'd be a totally different.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well,
there
they
would be
said there
that'd be
was
a
a-
bigger problem.
Yeah, there was some radiation that escaped, but not a hell of a lot of it. Don't forget, you got.
According to who?
That's what they were saying on the news.
Well, when
guy named Joe.
Chernobyl
You
hit,
gotta- you
when
gotta-
Chernobyl hit, they said there was no radiation danger.
Yeah. Well, I think the walls on where the reactor is are like 2 or 3 feet thick. I
Mhm.
mean, they're not, they're made of solid concrete and steel. I mean,
Just like Chernobyl.
yeah. I mean, don't forget that one blew up.
Well, that one had a meltdown.
Yeah, that was a little different. This one here is the surrounding control house and all that stuff is probably what's burning.
Hmm.
But the reactor is encased in some pretty good thick concrete. So
Yeah.
hopefully it stays that way. And no idiot Russian idiot blows it up. Well, then they're killing themselves. Keep in mind, if that stuff blows up and they're going to be exposed to it.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, Europe will be exposed to it too. So
Well, and they want that land. I mean, Ukraine is very. We heard yesterday, very uranium rich.
Oh yeah, it's the number one country in the world.
yeah,
for
but
uranium.
if it's radioactive, you can't go there. I mean, what are they going to do if it's uranium rich and they got the whole place is radioactive? Like Chernobyl, you can't go there. I mean,
No, the mines for the uranium,
Yeah.
the natural resource. Ukraine has the
but
highest.
If the
quantity.
air is radioactive, you can't get near it.
That's at the nuclear power plant. Yes,
Yeah. Well, they.
I'm
blow
not
it up.
talking about that. I'm talking about the uranium mines
Oh.
where they go and mine this stuff.
Yeah, but if the stuff gets in the air, it could get where the mines are. That's what I was talking.
Well, yeah, if it gets in the air, everything could happen.
Right. So
You'll have kids born with 2 heads.
Yeah, that's true. So yeah, it's kind of a dangerous situation, but I guess they're really getting tough over there. So
Mm-hmm.
you don't know what to believe.
My thing is, they said that Russia wants to take back all the land that they've owned.
Yeah.
They used to own Alaska. Just saying.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Nah, I don't think so.
Okay.
That's not going to happen.
What are you looking at me for?
I don't know.
Waiting for the next prompt, Mike.
I don't know really where to go with this today because
Yeah.
things are getting out of sorts again.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is it another thing they're doing to
Is it another thing?
fear? Another
Is
fear
it not-
mongering
You're
thing.
right.
I don't know.
You kind of wonder. Is it another thing to keep us controlled?
I'll say this about the gas prices going up. They're what, 350, 360 a gallon right now? Tomorrow they're not going to go up to 550. It's going to be a gradual increase. Anyone that says, "Oh, I can't afford my gas now," they haven't been watching the gas prices go up.
Yeah.
They're just looking for an excuse. Well, I'm not going to go there.
Well, the other thing too is don't forget a lot of the refineries have been generating fuel oil
Right.
for the homes.
Right.
Now we're going to move over to start creating more gas.
Right.
Mhm.
So maybe there'll be more gas on. So maybe the supply will be a little bit more. I don't know, but at least here in the east, anyway. So I don't know.
But with gas prices going up gradually, it gives everybody out there a chance to modify their lifestyles so that they can afford the gas. I mean,
Yeah. You really got to think of some conspiracy here. I mean, he won't stop the Russians from bringing gas in. He stopped all the pipelines we were going to work on so we could be our own self-sufficient. This happened in the 70s. Remember when we had all those gas shortages?
mhm.
We were going to be self-sufficient. We weren't going to rely on any foreign oil to do anything. And we started to get there. And now you got these young idiots in Congress now who want this Green Deal. Now, should we protect the earth? Absolutely. But you're not going to protect the earth right away. It's going to take time and time. This country probably protects the earth a hell of a lot more than a lot of other countries. You know what I'm saying? We have all these things for any of the smokestacks, all that stuff is, We continually do that, so we're protecting the environment.
Yeah.
But I like to know how those idiots. Kerry, he's the one. He's the idiot behind it. He's a big environmental guy. The guy's how old is that idiot? He's got to be what 85, 90 years old. For Christ's sake, Kerry.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, head up street. It's like.
Well, the other thing that we haven't touched on too is the United States has an oil reserve.
I know.
Millions and millions of gallons of oil are being stored right now and not used, just in case some kind of calamity happens.
Right.
Well, I kind of consider this pretty close to a calamity.
We should be giving some relief somehow to the American people. I mean, they could drop the federal tax. What the hell we need the freaking federal tax on gas for?
Something I don't know that people out there might know the answer to. At our current consumption rate, how long would the National Reserve of Oil keep us going?
I don't know.
So if we stopped getting oil, period, today, how long would we keep going until we consumed all the fuel reserves?
I'm sure somebody's got that number.
Anybody?
Anybody?
Bueller?
I have no idea.
I have no clue. Yeah. But I mean, they could give us some relief. I mean, the state of Connecticut now has so much money in their rainy day fund. Why isn't he reducing the state tax on gasoline to help us out? He's not doing anything. He could do that. He could look like a hero.
Well, the closer we get to the election time,
He'll drop it. Yeah. No, I mean, there are things the government can do to help some relief, but they're not doing it.
Right.
And it all comes down to, and we were talking this morning, for some reason, this whole Russian oil thing, there's got to be somebody behind that getting money. Somebody's making money off this thing somewhere. Why he refuses to do it. It's not the Green Deal crap. It's somebody making money.
That's the way it always is with every decision that they make.
Who is it? And the other thing I'd like to see is I would like to see them. We keep hearing about Biden and his son and all this corrupt crap. Investigate it. If he's clean, he comes out good. He looks good, and we end this freaking goddamn crap about people saying he's crooked.
Well, that's not necessarily true. Look at Hillary with the emails.
Well, they never really thoroughly investigated her. Really, the FBI was on her back pocket.
Does it matter? Does it really matter?
Right.
Because you know what? Whether they investigate it or they don't, nothing's going to happen.
Nothing's gonna change.
There are people that are bulletproof out there that'll just, whatever. But speaking of being bulletproof,
oh boy,
I am not bulletproof.
Damn.
So, hey, no. When I make a mistake, I try to own up to it.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so, and that's why I want to do that right now. Matter of fact, Wednesday I said something. This is totally something different.
Oh, okay.
Wednesday I had said at our live remote at Griswold High School that, and I said this on the air, that I was told when Erin Polonin got the principal's position that it was her mother that told me. It was not. I goofed. It wasn't her mother.
Okay.
I believe it was Sue. It was her sister.
Oh,
see, and the reason why that's even a mistake and a problem is because Lori Sorter at the time was or is Erin Polonin's mom. So that would be completely unprofessional if she was the one that came to me and said, guess what? And it was not her. It was not her. So I apologize for, making that mistake and causing any issues. But you know what?
Yeah,
I do come clean when there's, I have done something wrong or made a
you could have told me
misstatement.
You could have told me her brother did, and I still believe it because
no,
that far back. Who
I heard it from her dog.
Nobody knew but you.
Huh?
Nobody knew.
No, I know, but still, when something like that gets put out there, that could be construed as, problematic.
Oh.
So
okay.
So I apologize. That was my error.
Okay.
So
all right.
Shame on you, Mike.
That was
no. It's
man. You made
What?
that was a big boo boo.
It was. It was, because, I mean, now you question somebody's professionalism, and credibility because, well, what Mike said. Well, Mike screwed up. So
You're in a timeout.
I'm in timeout. So
Use your words, Mike.
So, Lori, I apologize for putting you out there like that. I goofed.
Well, you're entitled.
Well, her and Sue are the same to me. I don't know.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, they were the same. I was scared of both of them.
Now you're making fun of old women.
No.
Did you make fun of an old woman this morning?
I'm not going there.
That has nothing to do with what I'm talking about.
Oh man.
Somebody
No,
checks
no,
his
no.
pulse ox because he's out to lunch today.
What would you consider Lori? Is she a young woman or an older woman?
What do you mean? I don't think she's an old woman. No.
She's an older woman, I said.
Older. Okay.
So
and I'm an older man. So
you were making fun of an older woman. So
Oh
I
my
rest my
God.
case.
You're really trying to bring me down. Oh my God! I already admitted I was freaking wrong,
I mean,
Paul.
you
what
can't
are
tell the
trying to do?
difference
You're
between
trying
a
to-
mother and a sister.
Oh Jesus Christ! Stop it! All right, so Daryl, I'm going to go back to
Daryl. Yeah,
look. I spent enough time apologizing.
All right.
Moving on.
I mean it, and that's it. No matter what the hell Paul Lash says, because obviously he's talking crap. All right, Daryl Nadu says we import from Russia 3% of U.S. crude oil imports and 1% of the total crude oil processed by U.S. refineries. By contrast, the U.S. imported 61% of its crude oil from Canada, 10% from Mexico, and 6% from Saudi Arabia in the same year. Source, Al Jazeera.
Well, okay.
He Googled that.
He may have.
Yeah. Good point, Daryl.
And good morning, Joanne.
He's a fact checker.
Huh?
He's our fact checker.
He is.
Yeah.
Since we don't have Fact Check Phil anymore,
No, we don't.
I don't even know where he is. I haven't seen him.
He waved to me the other day in his car.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, so he's still around.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he was driving down Mechanic. And he looked up and we waved, and that was it. Off I went.
I have not seen Phil
Is
in
he not
months.
working? Is he not working at the sea? No. No.
I don't know. I don't know if he is or isn't.
Well,
That I don't know.
well, hopefully he's off doing some good things.
Well, usually he is.
Yeah.
So the other game that we play on Thursday, which you are not here for, is air fryer or Scott fryer.
I remember that game.
Uh-huh.
Does
So
Scott Fryer own an air fryer?
I don't know.
Does he own a deep fat fryer?
I don't know. Does an air fryer own a Scott fryer? Who knows?
Can you put a Scott fryer in an air fryer?
Probably. Be one big damn air fryer, My God, it's hot in here. But we started doing the clue yesterday on Thursdays, and we give now the answers on Fridays. So the first week we're going to be doing that.
Okay, and the clue was
Is it air fryer or Scott fryer? The clue is kitchen counter. Is that air fryer or is that Scott fryer? Kitchen counter.
I'm going to say air fryer because the air fryer would sit on top of the counter.
Okay.
Do you remember the picture or the painting in Seinfeld of George laying on the couch?
No, I was not a big Seinfeld fan.
He was laying on the couch in just his boxers, and there was a painting of him. That's what I picture when you say Scott Fryer and the kitchen counter. Scott laying in his boxers on the kitchen counter, hugging the air fryer.
Okay. So is kitchen counter, is it air fryer or Scott fryer?
You have to say both.
You got to pick one.
Okay, I'll say Scott Fryer.
Scott fryer. Okay. Let's see. Joanne says air fryer. Victoria says AF. Oh, that's air fryer.
Fryer.
Yeah. And Laura, Scott fryer.
Yeah.
We'll see if we can get a couple of more votes here.
Could be either way.
Well, any of them could, really, but it's my game, my rules. So my this is the one thing I have control of in my life is this game.
If you argue, Mike will take his ball and go home.
That's it. And I'll probably claim something wrong about you. Sarah Confer says air fryer. Okay. We'll just give it another minute here.
Okay.
So You said air fryer,
Mhm.
and you said Scott fryer.
Right.
So one of you was right.
Yeah,
One of you was wrong.
correct. Half of the audience said air fryer. So
Daryl says sticking with air, Scott might break the counter. I don't want to picture that.
me either.
Victoria says if it's Scott fryer, we need photographic proof.
And we also need to teach him about sanitation and being clean.
Imagine all the mayhem this one question every week causes. Is it air fryer or is it Scott fryer?
Yeah.
Do we have photographic proof either way?
I will not divulge my sources.
Ever again?
Never have. Let's try to trip me up there, Bubba.
But I guess my question is, how are you going to tell us? I mean, it could, like I said, it could be either one. And
I have a reason every single week for my answer. I always give a reason.
that's your reason. That's your
It's
perspective.
my game.
It's your perspective.
It's my game.
Well,
I've said that. I've been very clear about that.
you may have to do another.
Have you ever had
apology.
to make it up?
It's my game. I can make what?
Have you ever had to make the answer up?
Maybe.
Okay.
So what? But it's my game, my answer. You don't like it, you don't have to play. How's that?
Listen to him. It's getting awful.
Well, you've been like really argumentative today.
I was trying to be.
No soup for you. So Sarah, did I say your vote, Sarah
No.
Confer? Yep, air fryer, she says. So like my reasons, like for example, beer bread from a couple of weeks ago. That is air fryer.
Well, yeah, you cook it in an air fryer. That makes sense.
Right. But you can't make air bread in a Scott fryer.
That's correct.
See, there
I
you
bet
go.
you differ.
And that's yeast.
You feed him enough of those materials, and you never know what's gonna come out.
Yeah, that's just, it's cornbread. Let's see. Victoria says, "You kind of sound like a brat. My game, my rules." Wah!
He's a child of the 70s.
I'm owning it. Is what I'm doing. I'm just owning it. I'm doing that today. I'm owning my own stuff.
He did that by the apology.
You know, I
He owned up-
apologize
he owned
to
up there.
Lori Sorter for, mistaking what I said. And now this way I'm taking ownership of this game.
You just sit there and own your own ownness.
You know what? I do. I make mistakes just like anybody else in this world.
I don't.
Some people make
You know?
more, some people make less.
I could have taken the narcissistic view and said, I didn't say that. And if it was, it probably wasn't my fault.
No, you're not a politician.
Sounds like I need a Snickers.
Not going anywhere for a while.
Yeah.
You're not yourself when you're hungry. It is coming out on breakfast. So, yeah.
I
Pretty,
saw
pretty
you.
close.
So you want to hear the answer?
Yes,
Oh, yeah.
please.
Okay. All right.
The answer is
So we like I said, we play the game on Thursday and the answer comes out on Friday. So the question is, or the clue is kitchen countertop or kitchen counter, same thing.
Yep.
Is that an air fryer or is that a Scott fryer? You said
Air fryer.
air fryer. You said
Scott Fryer.
the correct answer is Scott Fryer.
See, I knew
It
it.
is Scott Fryer. It is definitely Scott Fryer.
Prove it.
George
All right,
Costanza.
give me
That's
your
what I'm telling
logic.
you, man.
My logic is this. An air fryer sits
On top
on the counter, right?
Yeah.
But Scott Fryer had to put it there. It didn't get there by
come
itself.
on. Come on.
Uh-huh.
Scott Fryer is your answer. My game, my rules.
Flunk.
I still say
Beep, beep, beep.
I still say somewhere out there is a picture of him laying on the kitchen counter in his boxer shorts.
Laura says, "Yay, I won."
Probably the only one.
So today, that is the answer. And I don't change it. When I come up with it, I do not change my answer. And I don't change my reason. That's what it is.
Well, thank God you're not.
That's what it is.
Thank God you're not an engineer.
I don't have to be. It's a freaking game.
No.
Take your ball, Mike.
I'm
Go
gonna take my
home.
ball and go home. That's it.
I don't believe.
You don't have to buy it.
I don't buy that.
You don't have to.
No.
You don't have to play.
Hey, Paul. I was right.
You just went the opposite of me.
You don't have to.
I was
you don't
right,
have
Paul.
to.
That wasn't the same logic, though. You figured him laying on the counter.
That's right.
Victoria,
I still dispute that. Nobody has proved me wrong.
Victoria says your game sucks.
I agree with her.
Sarah thinks it's funny. Sarah goes shenanigans AF, and that doesn't stand for air fryer. And then in the thick of it all, Andrea says, "Hi, you guys from Wisconsin."
Oh, there you go.
Howdy. Hey,
Well, hello, Andrea. And Victoria says, "I'm with you, Paul."
That's right.
Brown noser.
just wallow in your wrongness.
Can't handle it when you're wrong, can you? You're not yourself when you're wrong, Paul. You need a Snickers.
If there was any logic to that answer, I would agree with you.
Wait a minute.
But
There's
nothing. There's nothing.
Yes,
Yeah.
there is.
Yeah,
Does an air fryer take itself out of the box and put itself on the counter? Answer me that, Paul. I'm waiting.
No, that's true. It was.
I'm waiting.
It was already there.
No, it wasn't.
You didn't say he took it out of the
I
box.
didn't have to. It's my game. But you said logic. You said logic.
No, all right.
The air fryer does not take itself out of the box. Yes, sir.
Mommy and Daddy
But
are
the
fighting
way you
again.
the way you addressed the way you did the question, it was already sitting on the counter.
Oh my God.
It was already on the counter.
Oh, Andrew says have to say your game is too silly. Man cave stuff. And Victoria says stop bullying Paul.
Yeah, thank you.
Andrea then just turns and goes bah ha 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 ha. So there you go.
Yeah.
I said I've been very clear from the very beginning on this whole thing.
Oh, I don't know what I did. I'm not here on Thursday, so I don't know what you're.
Yeah, but still, I've been very clear on this whole game on where my stance was. How the answer comes out,
Is your
and I always have a reason.
Is your stance on the kitchen counter?
You may not like the reason.
Well,
Is your stance on the kitchen
I rest
counter?
my
Yes.
case. The air fryer was already sitting on the counter.
Huh?
The air fryer was already on the counter.
Maybe when he moved into the house, it came as one of the accessories.
Yeah, maybe it was already there. Maybe his wife put it up there.
No,
Well, how do you know?
because it's
Because it's
my
your
story.
rules.
It's my story. I mean, I
Maybe,
wrote my
maybe his
rules.
wife took it out of the box and put it on the counter.
That's my
Okay, well
story.
then in your world,
I'd be
in
right.
your world, it's air fryer.
Great.
Okay, but it's not your world.
Whose world is it, Mike?
Yeah, whose world is it?
I don't know, but Roxana says I can tell you were an only child, Mike. And you would be right. Scott Fryer. It was Scott Fryer.
I know.
I might have could have
So I'm
tried.
right. I'm always right.
But yeah, but it's
It's like-
I'm not saying that you are wrong in your own logic.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, as far as the game is concerned, it is not the correct answer. That's it.
It's a silly game.
Well, then you don't have to play.
It's
I
a
mean,
silly game.
You're absolutely right.
You
It's
don't
a
have
silly game, and it's
Mm,
Mike's game. And it's Mike's
but
rules.
it's Mike's game.
Yeah. Well, we'll have to come up with our own game and have a
Sometimes I lose my own game. I got called out on my game this morning, so, which I apologized for.
The new game is good enough or not good enough.
Whoa!
There you go.
Air fryer.
This is what happens.
Good
when
enough.
this is what happens when you get a cool shit last name like Good Enough. You know what I mean? You can do stuff like this.
Oh, well.
Oh, God. All right. It was a fun game, I think.
Yeah, I think it sucks.
All right, we're out. Have a good day, everyone. Tonight, it's Minarski versus Malarkey. Tonight, we have a basketball game. We had to really jump through some hoops to get it. We had to negotiate with the CIAC and a whole bunch of it took some doing, but we're going to do the girls basketball game tonight. Bacon against Griswold. Everybody loves Bacon.
Yeah. So was it CIAC or FICA?
Yeah, this is a
You
CIAC
sure it was
game.
CIAC? Was it FICA?
No, FICA is a bank thing or taxes,
Oh,
but no. CIAC is the state body that governs high school sports in Connecticut.
Yeah.
So we are going to. It's a tournament game, and we were able to procure that programming.
Are they playing
So
at Bacon or
they're playing at Bacon? Yeah. So that here's the intriguing thing about this game right here is it's Bacon is the number 2 seed, Griswold's number 15 seed. The possibility is that Griswold, this will be the end of the road. We hope not, but there's always that possibility.
Sure.
And the reason why I even say that,
Yeah, it's pretty tough on 15 seed.
yeah, but the reason why I even say this to begin with is because there's a totally different factor that's playing into this, and that's head coach Kevin Babcock. If they lose, which I hope they do not, then this is Babcock's last game as coach of the Lady Wolverines. So, and he's been coaching for a very long time, and this would be the end of the road for him.
Yeah. Well, hopefully they'll go in there, have a lot of fun, and don't go in there like they're defeated. Go in there and play to win.
Yeah, and we want to be there. If right along the trip, for Kevin Babcock.
Sure.
So he's been there, and we want to make sure.
Yeah.
So, anyway, thanks, guys.
Time to eat.
Thanks for waking my ass up this morning.
That's
because
what we do,
I
Mike.
wasn't getting up. All right, have a good day, everyone. Thank you very much for coming on in, and we will see you hopefully tonight for Griswold against Bacon Academy. The game is at 6:00. Speaking of which, it'll be myself, Van on the cam, and who else on color commentary? Scott Fryer.
Oh boy.
I can probably hit the green from here. Probably.
He's going to bring his air fryer.
Can I get a mulligan?
Ready to go?
Hey, are you sure you're okay to drive?
Yeah, I'm pretty sober. Yeah, I'm probably okay.
Probably okay isn't okay, especially when it comes to drinking and driving. If you're drinking, call a cab, a car, or a friend. Buzz driving